Just a really short, real short video for Dan Love. I commented on one of his videos that I wish I still had my 74 Volkswagen Bus, and he didn't know that I had one. I thought I've probably mentioned it in the video in the past, but we don't always catch each other's videos, don't always remember if we've seen it. But it's just a snapshot. As far as I know, I have one picture of it, and I just asked a friend of mine from back in the day if he had any pictures of it, and he thinks that he has one of it in the background. Now, the guy that I bought this from, he, with PVC, piped in some way to get heat into the bus from the engine. And the only problem was in the summertime, it would get so hot that PVC would get really soft and it would stink. And then in the summertime, the bus would, it would just overheat, and then I had to pull over and just let it cool down before I could drive it again. But that was usually if I was going to be driving it for a while, like maybe after about an hour and a half to 2 hours of steady driving, it would do that in the really hot weather. So here's the snapshot that I have. And before I show that, I got another snapshot of the same picture, but I put it on the paint program and painted it red. My good friend that I grew up with, he and I always wanted to buy one of these buses when we graduated high school and have it painted candy apple red and put California Cruise Mobile on there, drive out west, have a vacation, sell it, and then just fly home. And we were all talk and no action, but he and I both planned out the trip, and we divided it in half, and we contacted the Chamber of Commerce places in every town that we were going to go through, and had all that literature for years, and I finally threw it away probably 10 years ago, and he may even still have his, I don't know. But so when you see the bus in red, that's kind of like what we were wanting to have. I was going to take a snapshot of this snapshot, and I hit video, so well, here we go. The guy put some pretty cool hubcaps on there. I always like those. Got the dryer in the background and the vacuum sweeper up above me. And then here's the California Cruise Mobile. So yeah, we never made it. So there you go, Dan. That was my bus, and it was actually in pretty good shape. The inside was white, and it was in real good shape. It was an automatic. One thing that we used to do, drive around town with John Lennon sunglasses on, and I had bought a couple of those, I don't know what you call it, a rag mop, and I braided them and made kind of like dreadlocks, if you will. I dyed one brown and one black, and so we would put those on and then put bandanas around our head, keep that on, and then drive around town in this right, yeah. And you could get up to a stop sign or the light, and I'd hit the gas and the brake and the gas and the brake and the gas and the brake, and I'd get that thing hopping, and I'd get those front wheels to come off the ground. People would laugh. Oh, we had a good time in that thing. A lot of fun. And my first wife and I, we took it somewhere, and I know that one of us was sitting in the middle bench, and we wanted to switch drivers, and so she must have been driving at the time, and she scooted over to the passenger front with holding the steering wheel and keeping her foot on the gas, and I just climbed up because there are, bucket seats in the front, and then we switched drivers without having to pull over. Kind of dumb, but that's what we did. And that was the worst of the rust. The other side was probably the same. So there you have it. That was my 74 Volkswagen Bus, automatic.